हेलो, तो आज हम पढ़ने वाले हैं जावास्क्रिप्ट इन डिटेल। तो सबसे पहले हम लोग समझते हैं कि टेबल ऑफ कंटेंट क्या है और इस बुक में क्या क्या चीज़ें हैं जिसके बारे में हम लोग पढ़ेंगे। तो इंट्रोडक्शन है, और इस जावास्क्रिप्ट है, द हिस्ट्री ऑफ जावास्क्रिप्ट है, फीचर ऑफ जावास्क्रिप्ट है, यूज ऑफ जावास्क्रिप्ट है, वेस्ट राइट जावास्क्रिप्ट है, योर फर्स्ट जावास्क्रिप्ट प्रोग्राम, डेटा टाइप्स, वेरिएबल्स, ऑपरेटर्स, टाइप कन्वर्जन, नंबर, स्ट्रिंग, बुलियन, वर्किंग विद द डेटा कंक्लूजन और अबाउट द ऑथर। तो ये सब कंटेंट्स हैं जिसके बारे में हम लोग इन डिटेल पढ़ेंगे और डिस्कस करेंगे। तो सबसे पहले इंट्रोडक्शन। तो सारी चीज़ें इंग्लिश में है, तो इंग्लिश में ही ज़्यादा कंटेंट होगा, पर इसके बावजूद कोशिश करेंगे कुछ चीज़ों को समझने का इन डिटेल। तो welcome to the wonderful world of programming. The chapters contained in this book will give you a basic understanding of programming in the JavaScript. By its final chapter, you'll be able to create a complete program on your own JavaScript. ठीक है, तो कह रहा है कि भाई जब ख़त्म होगा तो हम लोग पूरा प्रोग्राम बना सकेंगे. This guide is aimed at newcomers to JavaScript. If, however, you are completely new to the programming, I recommend first reading our primer to the programming. It covers all the concept terms, programming paradigm, and coding techniques that a complete novice needs to know. Anyway, doesn't matter. तो यहाँ पे हम लोग सबसे पहले इसको करते हैं. तो यहाँ पे इसको करते हैं थोड़ा सा जूम to 100%. An important aspect of this series and your learning experience is learning by doing. Practical examples are proven to be the best way to learn a programming language, which is why I have come on as many examples into this guide as possible. I have tried to keep the core of the example similar, so the only variable is the topic under discussion. This makes it easier to understand what we are implementing. As you progress through the chapters, remember to follow along with the examples and try them yourself. तो वो कह रहा है कि भाई इस जो प्रैक्टिस मेक्स द मैन परफेक्ट. तो ज़्यादातर एग्जांपल्स का जिक्र किया गया है इस पूरे बुक में, जिसको हम लोग आगे डिटेल में देखेंगे जावास्क्रिप्ट का. In order to use the information contained in this book, you must have a computer that runs Windows, Macintosh, Linux, or Unix operating system. You must know how to run a program, copy a file, create a folder, and navigate through the menus. These are the only requirements for being able to program using JavaScript. Okay. Thank you for your interest in this versatile language and let's have some fun. तो अभी तक हमने देखा कि इंट्रोडक्शन था जावास्क्रिप्ट के बारे में. पहले इसको हम लोग कर देते हैं इरेज 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 इरेज. क्यों नहीं हो रहा भाई इरेजर? इसको क्लियर कर दो. चलो गो बैक एंड हैव सम पेन. Alt P. अब हम लोग यहाँ पे पढ़ना शुरू करेंगे. व्हाट इज अ जावास्क्रिप्ट इन डिटेल. हम लोग देखेंगे कि जावास्क्रिप्ट आखिर क्या है. JavaScript, a popular client-side scripting language that is used to develop product and application to run in a web browser. It's it's a complete client-side language with all the processing happening at the browser side. There is no limit to the extent of functionality that can be created using JavaScript. तो भैया JavaScript में कोई लिमिट ही नहीं है. आप कितने भी तरीके के फंक्शनैलिटी का एक्सटेंशन कर सकते हैं, और ये कंप्लीट क्लाइंट साइड लैंग्वेज है. ठीक है. JavaScript has been used as a base to develop most of the powerful frameworks around, such as Node.js, AngularJS, jQuery, along with HTML and CSS. JavaScript is highly used to develop a web-based application on the internet. Almost all the applications that you see on the web will have JavaScript running in some form or another. Sample JavaScript program is shown below. When this program is run in a browser, it will show the output of the hello world. Example: the following program is used to showcase a simple JavaScript program. doc HTML body JavaScript tutorial h1 PID is called a demo script document dot get element by id demo inner HTML is called a hello world script body HTML JavaScript has been developed as a language with the following goals in the mind. तो नीचे जो चीज़ें हैं उनको देखते हुए जावास्क्रिप्ट को डेवलप किया गया है. इसको जूम इन नहीं, इसको करते हैं रीसेट और इसको करते हैं बैक और सो आगे हम लोग देखेंगे. थैंक यू फॉर इंटरेस्ट विद दिस वर्सटाइल लैंग्वेज एंड लेट्स हैव फन. तो आगे देखते हैं कि कितना फन आता है इसमें. तो हमने देखा स्पीड, यहाँ से हम लोग शुरू करेंगे. JavaScript has a fast execution time due to its simplistic nature. It's because of its fast nature that it has such a widespread popularity. Since it has no server-side component and it runs only on the client side, there is no latency. In contrast, the server-side application needs to traverse across the network to do required computing. 1.2 is always running. पहले इसको हम लोग कर लेते हैं इरेज और उसके बाद ही पढ़ेंगे. तो JavaScript will always try and run the code wherever possible. Even if the code fragment has a human element of error, the JavaScript engine will still try to run the code. An example of this is given below. Example, the following showcase a simple JavaScript program that can still run even with the human error in the program. Doc type HTML, HTML body, JavaScript example h1, p1 id is equal to call p1, p1 id is equal to call p1 script, document dot get element by id call inner HTML1 plus 2, document that got element by id 1 plus 2 script body. In the above program, even though we are adding a character and a number, which in any programming language would result in an error, JavaScript convert the number 1 to a character and give the output as a string. The output of the following program would be shown as below. JavaScript 3.1.2. Working with the DOM. JavaScript is built to work with the structure of an HTML document. HTML is the bread and butter of a web page, and JavaScript has been made to work with the element of an HTML document. The example below shows how the paragraph element in an HTML document can be modified. The following program is used to showcase a simple JavaScript program that works with the DOM element. Doc type HTML, HTML body, JavaScript example h1, p1 id is equal to demo, p2, and then script document.get element by id demo is equal to hello world script body HTML. During the entire course of this book, you will learn how to write programs such as the ones shown above and also learn advanced concepts that will enable you to start writing complete application programs. Working with the browser. JavaScript is also designed to work with many browsers and has the capability of getting information from the browser windows it is running in. Example for the following program is used to showcase a simple JavaScript program that works with the browser window. Doc type HTML, HTML body, JavaScript example h1, p1 id is equal to demo, p1 script, document.get element by id demo is equal to inner HTML screen, width script body HTML. The output of the above program is shown below. JavaScript example 1920. ठीक है. Let's look into the history of JavaScript. इसका इतिहास क्या था उसके बारे में हम लोग डिटेल में देखेंगे. Okay. JavaScript is a language that was created by Netscape in 1995 to develop products and applications to run in the browser. JavaScript has nothing to do with the Java language itself. It was just a play to name the language after the most popular Java language that was present at that time in time. Microsoft also tried to create its own scripting technology such as VB Script and JS Script. In November 1996, JavaScript was made a standard specification ECMAScript is the name of the official standard, with JavaScript being the most well known of the implementation. Since then, the language has undergone modification and changes to ensure it remained one of the most popular client-side scripting language. Since JavaScript was adopted as an ECMA standard in 1997, it followed the release cycle of ECMA standard below the version of the ECMA scripting language. 1997, ECMAScript 1 first edition was launched. 1998, ECMAScript 2 editorial changes only. 1999, ECMAScript 3 added regular expressions and try catch. 2009, ECMAScript 5 added strict mode and JSON support. 2011, ECMAScript 5.1 editorial changes. 2015, ECMAScript 6 added classes and modules. 2016, ECMAScript 7 added exponential operator and array prototype includes. There are also numerous popular framework that has been developed based on the JavaScript language. Some of the most popular ones are given below with a short example of how the code looks for each. AngularJS. AngularJS is a structured framework for creating dynamic web applications. HTML can be used as a template language, and AngularJS lets you then extend HTML syntax to express the application's components clearly. AngularJS has supported for the data binding and dependency injection, which eliminates the need to write the code yourself to carry out this task. The following program is used to showcase a simple AngularJS program. Doc type HTML, script src is equal to HTML, ajax.google apis.com ajax libs AngularJS 1.6.4 angular.main.js body divng app p hello world p div body html. Node.js is an open source cross platform JavaScript runtime environment for executing JavaScript code server side. Normally, JavaScript is used as a client side language, but Node.js changed this by implementing JavaScript that could be used on the server side framework. Example 6. The following program is used to showcase a simple Node.js program. Var HTTP required HTTP. HTTP create server function request resist. rec.writehead 200 content type text plain. rds.end equal to hello world listen 800 react.js. ये भी एक टाइप का जावास्क्रिप्ट है. React.js is an open source JavaScript library for building user interfaces. It is maintained by Facebook, Instagram, and community of individual developers and corporation. तो Facebook, Instagram में भी React.js का इस्तेमाल किया जाता है. Example number 7, the following program is used to showcase a simple React.js program. तो 7 नंबर एग्जाम्पल में हम लोग देखते हैं कि क्या चीज़ है. Okay. So, variable app equal to react create class render dot function return div hello world div bracket close react dot render app document lobby. jQuery. jQuery is fast, small, and feature-rich JavaScript library. It makes things like HTML document traversal and manipulation, even handling animation and Ajax much simpler with an easy-to-use API that works across multitude of browser. Example: the following program is used to showcase a simple jQuery program. Doctype HTML script doctype ready function $p click function. This height just script body html. Okay, अब हम लोग देखेंगे फीचर्स ऑफ JavaScript. क्या क्या फीचर होते हैं उसको हम डिटेल में देखें. JavaScript has an assortment of features. I will go over a few of them below. Working with the objects. Data in the JavaScript is expressed as objects, which make it easier and more extensible to work with the various form of data in the JavaScript. Below is a simple example of JavaScript program that is used an object defined as a variable. तो इसमें object का इस्तेमाल होता है. हम लोग objects के साथ काम करते हैं JavaScript में, जो कि इसकी बहुत बड़ी फीचर है. Example, I'm showcase a simple JavaScript object. Doc type HTML body hi JavaScript example h1 pid demo p script var hello world document dot get element by id demo inner HTML value script body HTML. तो अब देखते हैं data types के बारे में. JavaScript works on the fact that it is a dynamically typed language. A variable can be set to a number and later to a string. Below is a simple example of JavaScript program which works with the data types. तो बहुत सारे डेटा टाइप्स होते हैं, जैसे इंट हो गया, कैर हो गया. तो ये डेटा टाइप के साथ काम करता है। तो डॉक्टर HTML बॉडी h1 JavaScript एग्जांपल h1 pid demo p script var value equal to 1 value equal to hello world document dot get element by id demo inner HTML equal to value script। ठीक है, तो ये सारी चीजें हैं। Structured language. JavaScript follows a structured programming syntax wherein you can use the normal loop statement like while loop and if statements. Below is a simple example of JavaScript program which works with the decision making and loops. Doc type HTML body JavaScript example h1 pid demo script var text var given is equal to 0 do txt plus is equal to br, the value is plus I plus plus, where I is greater than is less than 10. Document that get element by id demo inner HTML text script body HTML. Object oriented. JavaScript is almost an entirely object oriented language with the ability to define properties for variable objects. Below is a simple example of a JavaScript program which works with the object. The following program is used to showcase a simple JavaScript programs with the object. Doctor HTML, HTML body, JavaScript example h1, PID, name P. PID is equal to chapter P, script, where tutorial name, JavaScript chapter features. Document that get element by ID name, inner HTML tutorial name. Document that get element by ID chapter, inner HTML tutorial chapter, script, body, HTML. Defining function. JavaScript has the ability to split code into modules. With the help of function, the logic of a program can be split by defining function across a JavaScript program. Below is a simple example of JavaScript program which works with the function. The following program is used to showcase a simple JavaScript program. Doc-type HTML, HTML body, JavaScript example h1, PID is equal to name, PID is equal to character, script function with my function, return hello world. Document that get written by ID name, inner HTML, my function, script body HTML. Event handling. Events can also be handled in JavaScript. So if you wanted code to run at the click of a button, it can be done. Functions can be used to define code that can be run when an event is triggered. This is a simple example of JavaScript program which works with the event handling. Doc type HTML body JavaScript example h1 PID is equal to name, PID is equal to chapter P, script function my function, document dot get written by ID name, inner HTML is equal to hello world, script button on click, my function, click me button, body HTML, working with HTML DOM. Probably the most important feature to have is the ability to modify the element of an HTML page via the DOM structure. This is what makes JavaScript such a popular scripting language. Below is a simple example of a JavaScript program which works on a HTML DOM. The following program is used to showcase a simple JavaScript program that was a DOM. Doc type HTML, HTML body, h1 JavaScript example h1, p1 ID name, p1 script document dot get element by ID name dot inner HTML to hello world script body HTML. Working with the browser, JavaScript is also designed to work with many different browsers and has the capability of getting information from the browser window it is running in. The following program showcase a simple JavaScript program that can be used to work with the browser window. Doc type HTML, HTML body, JavaScript example, PID demo p1 script document dot get element by ID demo dot inner HTML screen dot width script body HTML. Scope of variables. Variables in JavaScript also work with the concept of global versus local scope. The scope of the variables in its block it is defined in the example below. Shows a variable that is scoped locally. Example 17. The following program showcases a simple JavaScript program that uses a variable with the local scope. Doctor HTML, HTML body, h1 JavaScript example h1 p1 id is equal to demo script function demo variable val equal to 1, the variable val and only used here JavaScript body HTML built-in function. JavaScript has the ability to work with some built-in function that can be used in your code. The example below shows the use of a built-in math function. Example, the following program showcases a simple JavaScript program that uses built-in function. HTML body, HTML JavaScript example h1 p1 id demo p1 a script document dot get element by demo HTML math PI script body HTML working with the arrays. JavaScript has the ability to work with elements as an array. This helps programmers to work with the continuation set of elements as shown below. Doc-type HTML, HTML body, JavaScript example h1, p1 id demo p1 script variable value equal to 1 to 3, document that get element by id demo inner HTML is equal to value 0 script body, HTML, working with errors. JavaScript also has the ability to work with the error generated in the program by using try catch block. The below example shows a simple program working the try catch block. The following program showcases a simple JavaScript program that uses handling. HTML body, PID, demo, script try, function, hello world. Catch here document.get element by ID demo is called message script body HTML. Ability to work with the JSON. JSON is known as a JavaScript object notation and is used as an intermediate language like XML. JavaScript can also work with the JSON object as shown in the example below. Example 21. The following program shows some JavaScript that was the JSON. Dr. HTML body. JavaScript example is 2 PID equal to demo P script equal to where text names first name John, last name Dio, first name Peter, last name Smith. Objjson.parse text document.get element by ID demo inner HTML equal to object.name one first name, object name last name script body and HTML. यूज ऑफ द जावास्क्रिप्ट. अब हम लोग देखते हैं कि इसका क्या यूज है. There are a lot of use of the JavaScript. JavaScript used along with HTML and CSS to build some of the most powerful web application available on the internet today. JavaScript can be used to control a whole lot of aspects in the web application. Some of the most important uses of JavaScript are given below. HTML editing. One of the most basic use is the ability to modify the content of the data in an HTML page. Because JavaScript has the ability to work with the element in the HTML page, it can be used to play around and modify the elements of an HTML page. The example below is used to write data directly to an HTML document page. Doctor HTML, HTML body script document write date script body HTML form validation. It is a form. If a form built using HTML, the data in the form can be validated using JavaScript. So if a user registration form is presented to the user, it can be validated before the data is sent to backend for further validation. The HTML doc type HTML body is to JavaScript example is to please input a number between 1 and 5. Input ID number button type equal to button one click demo function submit button. PID demo P script function demo fun variable no text no document get element by id val if no is less than 1 number is greater than 5 text the number is greater than 5 else text okay. Document that get element by id demo dot inner html to text script body html. Adding interactively. JavaScript can be used to add cool effects or interactively to a website. Below is an example of a simple animation in JavaScript. Remember to try it out for yourself after you have learned how to compile the code, which we'll discuss in a short while. Doctor HTML style container width 400 pixel, height 400 pixel, positive relative, background blue, demo with 200 pixel, height 200 pixel, positive absolute, background color yellow, style body P button one click fun a click me button. Okay. P division ID container division ID demo div script function a where elm document dot get element by ID demo variable pers equal to 0 variation ID set interval frame 5 function frame if pos is equal to 350 clear interval ID else pos plus plus element dot style dot top equal to pos plus px element dot style dot left equal to pos plus px script and body. Last में HTML working with the cookies. Cookies are used to store session information on a user computer. JavaScript can be used to create cookies and work with the cookies in order for the user to have a better experience when working with the website throughout an entire user session. The following program is used to showcase a simple JavaScript program that works with the cookies. Doc type HTML, HTML body, PID equal to demo P, script function, demo function, document.cookie equal to username John, document.get element by ID new demo, inner HTML document cookie, script. PID equal to new demo P, button equal to type equal to submit, one click, demo function, submit button, body HTML. वेस्ट राइट जावास्क्रिप्ट. अब हम लोग देखेंगे कौन कौन से तरीके हैं जैसे कि हम जावास्क्रिप्ट को लिख सकते हैं. सो हियर वी गो. द मोस्ट पॉपुलर वे टू राइट JavaScript file is file notepad. This has been the most widely used way of writing JavaScript programs, but recently IDEs have become available for writing JavaScript programs. And IDEs are known as an integrated development environment. The integrated development environment helps the developer to easily create, debug, and test applications written in a particular language. The most popular IDE for developing program is JetBrains WebStorm. Some of the key features of the JetBrains WebStorm are below. Intelligent code completion, on the fly error detection, powerful navigation and refactoring of JavaScript, TypeScript, style sheet language, and the most popular frameworks such as Angular, React, and Vue.js. Debugging, you can debug client-side and Node.js apps with ease in the IDE. That allows you to put breakpoint right in the source code, explore the call stack and variable set watches, and use the interactive console. Seamless tool integration, it has the advantage of linters build, tools, test runners, REST client, and more tools all deeply integrated with the IDE. But anytime you need to terminal, it's also available as an IDE tool window. Unite testing. Run and debug test with Karma, Mocha, Protector, and just in the WebStorm. Immediately see test status right in the editor on a handy tree view from which you can quickly import to testing. Okay. तो ये सारे features थे. Integration with the version control system. Use a simple unified UI to work with the Git, GitHub, Merciless, and other VCS.commit files. Review changes and resolve conflicts with the visual differences merge tool right in the IDE. Some alternative IDE available are listed below. Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code is a source code editor developed by Microsoft for Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. It includes support for debugging embedded Git control, syntax highlighter, intelligent code completion, snippet, and code refactoring. Sublime Text. Sublime Text is a priority cross-platform source code editor with a Python application program interface. It natively supports many programming languages and markup languages, and functions can be added by users with plugin, typically community built and maintained under free software license. IntelliJ, uh-oh. IntelliJ IDEA. IntelliJ IDEA is a JavaScript integrated development environment for developing computer software. It is developed by the JetBrains, formerly known as Intelli, and is available as an Apache 2 license community edition. It can also be used to develop JavaScript program. Your first JavaScript program. So let's look into the main agenda of this entire book, your first JavaScript program. So how are we going to write a JavaScript program? Let's now dive into your first JavaScript program. You have already seen the various benefits of JavaScript and what you can do in JavaScript. So let's go straight in and develop our first Hello World program. Doc type HTML, HTML body, S2 JavaScript program H2, P ID equal to demo P, script document.get element by ID demo dot inner HTML is equal to hello world, script body HTML. With this program, the output is follow. JavaScript program hello world. Let's break the program down into multiple steps to understand each statement. PID equal to demo P. This statement is used as a placeholder through which we can show the power of JavaScript. Here we are defining a paragraph element which has the ID of the demo. Script. In order to define JavaScript from a while and HTML file, we need to ensure that we include those statements within a script tag. This is required inside something, okay, so that the code can be interpreted as a JavaScript code. Document.get element by ID demo.inner HTML is equal to hello world. Now we are using this document class to access the element which has a name of demo. This relates to a paragraph HTML element. We want to change the text of the element to the hello world. So we use the inner HTML property to change the text of the paragraph element accordingly. Script. We need to ensure that we close the script tag so that the remaining code can be interpreted as a HTML code. So now that we have seen how to write our first program, let's look at another example. But this time, let's try using a variable. The doc type HTML, HTML body, H2 JavaScript program H2, P ID is equal to demo, P script variable X is equal to 5, document.get element by ID, demo.inner HTML is equal to the values plus X, script body HTML. With this program, the output is follow JavaScript program, the value is 5. Let's look at the change we made in the program. Variable X is equal to 5. Here we declared a variable called X and we assign a value of 5 to this variable. Variables and data types will be covered in the more detail later in this book. But to get the hang on how to start using variables, you can experiment with the above program. Document.get element by ID demo inner this value is X. Now we are working toward displaying the value of our variable. We will still use the same document element to change the text of the paragraph element of the value of the variable. Now let's look at the similar program at the one shown above but with the small change to the program. तो हम लोग पेज 38 तक कवर किए हैं. आगे जो है हम लोग और देखेंगे। ठीक है, तो फिलहाल इतना ही। 38 पेज के बाद हम लोग नेक्स्ट जो सेशन है उसमें हम लोग कवर अप करेंगे। इसमें हम लोग